Hello, Wobbly Phil here. There can't be many of us wrinkly riders who have glanced at a Vincent Black Shadow and not thought, but here's another Vincent, which provokes a slightly different reaction. This is the Amanda water scooter produced by Vincent in the late 1950s. What in the name of everything that's holy was the company thinking? Only one Phil, short of being three Phils, Phil Vincent and Phil Irving launched their masterpiece, the Black Shadow, at the 1948 Earl's Court Motorcycle Show. When it was reviewed in Motorcycle magazine in 1949, it was awarded 99 out of 100 points because, as the magazine said, nothing is perfect. The 1000cc air-cooled four-stroke overhead valve V-twin could do around 125 miles per hour, which was phenomenal for the time. Its signature black engine produced something like 55 bhp in a package that weighed all up about 500 pounds, fully laden with fuel and oil. Not only that, but the engine was what they call a stressed member, something I presume many a male porn star has complained of.
Another one? So soon? Did she say what number?
9, sir.
Meaning that there was no need for down tubes and an engine cradle as part of the frame. The engine effectively became part of the frame itself. Its modified racing sibling, the Black Lightning, broke the speed record at Bonneville Salt Flats in 1948, topping out at 148 mph, beating the previous record held by Harley-Davidson by a whopping 12 miles per hour. Less than 2,000 were sold, partly because it was poisonously expensive to purchase, costing about the equivalent of a year's average wages. But boy, was it a legend. It still is. Songs have been written about it.
Now Triumphs and Nortons and Beezers won't do, that don't have a soul like a Vincent 52.
And in Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, Hunter S. Thompson quipped, "If you rode the Black Shadow for any length of time, you would almost certainly die." So the question is, how did Vincent go in a few short years from this, a world-beating road rocket which they could honestly advertise with the slogan, "the world's fastest standard motorcycle," to this, a plastic boatercycle that could barely make 15 miles per hour at full steam? The answer may surprise you. Lawnmowers. Although Vincent did develop a three-cylinder two-stroke marine engine for the RAF during the war, it bore no resemblance to the tiny strokers that went into Vincent's weird and wacky post-war devices. These 50 and 75cc power plants were marketed under the Vincent Industrial Power brand and found their way into, amongst other things, lawnmowers and bushwhackers, courtesy of a company called Farm Fitters. The Vincent Rapier is actually quite an advanced, well-designed bit of kit. It's rotary, which was a comparatively new development at the time, and it's a quality build with a large tubular handle that also doubled as the fuel tank. Vincent was looking around for other ways to make a splash with these small motors, and one bright spark must have been playing with his rubber ducky in the bath one day, and thought, what if I attached one of our engines to this? The Amanda, like the lawnmower, was also quite advanced for its time, and can almost certainly lay claim to inventing the entire class of what they now call PWC, not PricewaterhouseCoopers, but personal watercraft, those things that those irritating wetsuited canoots ruin your day at the beach on. Today we call them Jetskis, which is still a registered trademark of Kawasaki, who were the first to make a commercial success of the concept. Another Amanda innovation was its use of fiberglass, but this also proved its downfall. It was very early days for glass fiber reinforced plastic, and the technology wasn't quite there yet. For a few years, I owned a river cruiser which had been built in 1964 from fiberglass, and it was said to have been one of the first such boats on the river. But 8 years earlier, in 1956, the technology wasn't quite there. The Amanda's hull would apparently warp if exposed to bright sunlight for any extended period, and there were reports that some just sank on their moorings after sitting there on a sunny day. Despite a few thousand soggy sails for the rather princely sum of £140 a pop, that's around £3,000 or $4,000 in today's money, the Amanda didn't bring in enough liquid assets to save Vincent's sinking ship, and the company went under in 1959. Phil Vincent went on to a career writing books and articles, including a piece extolling the virtues of triples in 1966, and another predicting 32-cylinder racing machines, something even Alan Millyard has yet to achieve.
In this video, I'm going to be explaining how I made my 2.3-litre Kawasaki V12 back in 2002.
Mr. Vincent also dabbled in car sales before transcending to the great motorcycle designer's home in the sky at the not-so-ripe age of 71 in 1979. Still, what a legacy, pioneering a whole new category of water sports, as well as making some of the most awesome motorcycles planet Earth has ever seen, not to mention lawnmowers. These days, a Vincent Black Shadow can fetch up to 6 figures, and an original 1951 Black Lightning sold for $929,000 at a Bonhams auction in 2018. Alternatively, if you still want to say you own a Vincent, but haven't got the accas for a Black Shadow, this Amanda was up for auction in 2021 with an estimate of between £400 to £800. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, then please consider liking, hyping, subscribing, commenting and sharing to let YouTube know we're doing something right here at 3 Phils. Thank you.